Hey guys, my name is Julie, this is Anthony, and welcome to our channel. And today we are going to be reviewing the series The Boys.
The Boys.
So guys, welcome back to our channel. If you are already subscribed, if you are new to our channel, please subscribe, hit that notification bell down below where we do lots of reviews, lots of fun, different content on here. And we do a pick of a week every single week. So we're gonna keep those videos coming. We're also doing 90 videos in 90 days. So there'll be a lot more content and yeah.
Whoa there.
It's a lot, I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot.
It's fun though.
Yeah, it's fun, but it's a lot of videos.
We're learning very quickly as we go along.
Yeah, well, we're kind of forced when you do 90 videos in 90 days.
That's true. So. Luckily, you do most of the work. I'm just here for the looks.
Yeah, you know. All right, guys, so let's get into the review. So the series The Boys, it streams on Prime Video.
The greatest superhero team the world's ever seen, the Seven.
Soups lose hundreds of people each year to collateral damage. I can't stop.
It's rated TVMA. It has a Rotten Tomato of 91, and it has an 8.7 out of 10 on IMDb. The series has a length about 8 episodes long.
I'm the world's greatest superhero.
The Boys is set in a universe where superpowered people are recognized as heroes by the general public and owned by a powerful corporation, Vought International, which ensures that they are aggressively marketed and monetized. Outside of the heroic persona, most are arrogant and corrupt. The series primarily focuses on two groups: the titular boys, vigilantes looking to keep and corrupted heroes under control, and the Seven, Vought International's premier superhero team. So after reading that description, I know it was a lot of words because I couldn't even pronounce them that well. But
yeah, I think it took us like 10 times. I tried to do it originally, but then he had to take over because I couldn't do it. I can't pronounce words.
I didn't do that much better, so I mean, it was fine. But if you put aside all the words, basically what the show is about is almost like a bunch of vigilante, I don't know if you call them
well,
heroes,
they don't have any
humans.
Superpowers.
They don't have, they're normal people going against a corporation that controls superhumans.
Right.
And they're trying to expose the superhumans as, corrupt and bad and evil.
Right.
So when you look at it from a like pulled back perspective, it's almost like two sides going at it. Normal group versus superhero group. And
normally when you think of like this kind of series, you think of like, right, the superheroes being like the good, like they're usually the good people. But in this series, it has a little bit of a twist on it, right? So you see that they are human. Yeah, I'm not going to give it away, but there's a big twist to see that, well, they are superheroes and they have super abilities, but are they actually like good people? You know?
And that's like one of the biggest changes between like normal superhero shows you watch nowadays versus like this, a normal Marvel movie or a generic
they're like
superhero.
goody two-shoes.
It's always goody two-shoes, and the other thing is you only see the perspective of the hero.
Yeah.
You don't see what they do. Like, they save the day. That's all you see.
Yeah.
Like, this time you're seeing how they affect the humans' lives and
and the cons of being a hero, right?
Yeah,
like, or the cons of
being a hero,
of having those supernatural abilities, and that things can go really bad really quickly. So
and then especially when you throw in like the heroes are owned in this, so it's almost like what is that?
Yeah,
Marvel,
it's like a corporation. Imagine like Amazon
owning superheroes,
right? And you have to use it's also cool because it's using modern day times, right? Social media. Everything is about these big corporations, these big monopolies, right? That are trying to make money, and they're using social media and they're using their power, right, to make more money. And that's kind of what this is like. So instead of you thinking the superheroes are doing everything for the good, they're really doing everything for money or to generate money or for the company, or maybe they're forced to do something that the company wants them to do that maybe they don't want to do. So that's pretty much it for like the general.
Yeah, no, I mean, you touched on everything, and it's just like crazy just because like everything is social media nowadays and everything. So imagine me if I was a superhero and I like got into a bar fight, or I can't even drink. I'm a superhero. I'm not allowed to drink. So it's just, it shows you just the insides of everything and how like so corporate this is. It's almost like a sports team, like like how the NFL controls all the NFL players. And like if they drink
and they can't have any scandals.
Yeah, exactly. If you have a scandal, you're suspended, you're in trouble.
Right. You know, celebrities that are like athletes or any type of celebrity, if they do something wrong, they're expected to look a certain way. So if they do something wrong, they can get dropped from sponsors. You know, it can get them into a lot of trouble, even though they're just human beings just like us, right? They don't even have any superpowers, so.
Yeah. That's the general idea of what the show is about. It gets extremely violent. It's rated mature for a reason. You know, you're going to see a lot of blood, you know, sexual content. So I mean, this is like, I don't know, I never watched Game of Thrones, but
it's my type
Game
of superhero movie.
Is superheroes. Yeah.
That's a really good one. Yeah, it definitely has a lot of like it's very dark, and
like
it's
Deadpool
not corny.
Almost. Deadpool, but not as funny.
Yeah,
or
it's not actually
semi-funny.
Some of it's really funny. It's really dark, but it's like when it is funny, it's like very dark comedy. You know.
Definitely check it out. Muff approved.
Yes.
I'm stating it now. Muff approved.
Ew, wait till the end. All right, so we're going to get into the spoiler parts, guys. We're going to discuss a little bit more in depth of the movie.
You keep saying movie, TV show.
Oh, TV show, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, TV show. So we're basically going to discuss the TV show and the difference it has. We kind of explained already the difference it has then in Marvel movies. I feel like we just basically touched on that. Is that basically, you know, Marvel movies is all goody two-shoes. The heroes can do nothing wrong. In this series, I mean, obviously, if you guys are watching this or if you haven't watched the series, that is not the case.
Well, hold on. Before we move any further.
What?
We should drop an official spoiler warning, throw it on the screen, like, because now we're gonna, I don't think you really
said spoiler alert.
That wasn't big enough. Like, if I wasn't paying attention and you just started talking about people getting murdered and stuff, I'd be like, whoa, what the hell just happened? Like, I
said spoiler!
Spoiler alert.
Okay.
All right, now let's get into it. So, when Homelander dies... No, let me stop.
Just kidding. So basically, I feel like we already discussed, like, that the difference between Marvel and this show is completely night and day.
Yeah, no, I mean, Marvel is goody two-shoes. It's only about superheroes saving the day. This is more about actual relationships, like superheroes with having relationships inside with their other superheroes and as well as, like, you know, human relationships. Yeah. This is a lot more about behind the scenes of what happens when superheroes can't save the day, or are the reasons the
and human nature
issues are happening. Yeah.
Imagine, you know, they don't make villains in their show so prevalent, like, to the public, right?
Yeah, I mean, the first season, I think maybe, like, toward the end is when villains start, like, coming about, but all the issues are actually coming from just the heroes themselves and, like, the scandalous dark sides they have, because they're supposed to be these amazing people, and then meanwhile they make like
mistakes, but it's big mistakes.
Well, when you have these
amazing
this
abilities.
is how I say it, we make small normal mistakes when you could fly or kill someone or something. It's like our mistakes are going to be magnified based on our superhero like,
and they have to make tougher decisions also. You know what I'm saying? So if they're going to
but not all the mistakes. Like, I think personally in the first few episodes, you see the mistakes they're dealing with are the same things that we deal with. Like, they want to drink, they want to party, they want to do, well, not that we want to do drugs and everything, but, like, they want to do drugs and everything, and, like, they're not allowed to, but them doing that is what causes huge issues.
It's more dire consequences. And if we were to, it affects a lot more people.
Yeah, so. Like, us getting drunk, we're not gonna, well, if we drive, we could kill someone, but, like, me running drunk isn't gonna make someone explode. A-Train, the speedster running on a drug, as you can see within the first 10 minutes of the show, destroys someone.
Oh my god, can we talk about that scene?
Yeah, I mean...
That was right in the beginning. They just get down to the dirty, like, she just explodes. Yeah. Literally, her hands are left.
That really put in perspective what the show was going to be about, because, you know, like, it's so soon.
They, like, set the tone.
Everyone, like, you know, the one thing is everyone tells me the show is dark. And, like, when people tell me, like, shows are dark, I'm like, come on, how dark could it really be? And then all of a sudden, like, you think a main character in the show gets literally exploded.
So basically, if you're watching this but you haven't watched the series, okay, A-Train just busts through one of the characters' girlfriend. Like, he's holding onto her hands, and A-Train, who is basically the Flash.
The Flash.
Yeah, he runs so fast that he basically runs into her, but because he's running so fast, she just basically, it's like splatting a bug. It's like a bug on the windshield. Like, she just basically explodes, and it's like insane. And that's like one of the first scenes you see, and you see it with this character named Huey. He's probably like one of, I think, the main character, right? Like one of the main. There's a lot of main characters, but
he's probably the main.
They all have their own origin story. I feel like all the characters, but
Huey's origin story is he's a nerd.
Yeah, he's a nerd in a store.
He's probably like the people watching. Like, all of us are nerds. We're all Hueys.
Yeah, I feel like we relate to Huey the most. We're like, Huey's real life.
In my head, I have the accent of Frenchie. I have the masculinity of, like, Butcher.
When he goes out, he thinks he's Frenchie.
Meanwhile, everyone looks at me as Huey. So.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So let's actually discuss like the heroes, the 7. So we have the first one, I guess, obviously is Homelander, which is basically like Superman. He's the leader of the group.
Yeah, he's the Superman, Captain America.
Right.
Crossover.
With a dark twist.
Yo, he's a weirdo also.
Yeah, he's like the most weird character.
Like,
they make him seem like he's good in the beginning too.
First episode, I was like, this is the only good hero. Like, this is the only
he's
guy.
the only good one, right? Because he's polite. He does things politically
But they even say it like, we don't have any dirt on Homelander. He doesn't drink. He doesn't do drugs. He doesn't do anything.
Clean.
Little do you know.
Meanwhile, he's the worst.
Yeah.
Everybody is terrified of Homelander. He seems to be like the Captain Marvel, the Superman, the strongest hero out of all of them.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And every single person, all of the heroes they seem like they're terrified of him.
Yeah, because
like no one's going to
They know he's going to murk them if they say something.
Yeah.
The amount of times you see people get lasered in this show is ridiculous.
Yeah,
also.
he just offs people.
Yeah, I wish I had that power.
Oh my god. Yeah, he's definitely the Howard to beat. And then we have Queen Maeve, who's like Wonder Woman. Yeah, which she seems to be like the broken character, right? She started off good, and then I feel like she was broken. Like, I feel like she had good intentions. Like, she was like Starlight in the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we'll get into Starlight in a second, but Queen Maeve is basically like Wonder Woman, and she's kind of like, I feel like she's like Homelander's counterpart, but like obviously not as strong as Homelander.
Yeah,
but
she's like the Wonder Woman. When I watch Queen Maeve, it's like a soap opera.
Yeah.
She's like the MILF superhero, or the mom superhero is what I should say, the mom.
I feel like she's there because it's like, they want to show that not all the... I feel like they throw Homelander in there, and Homelander, to me, is so bad. And Queen Maeve is like, I don't think she's that bad. I just feel like she started off with good intentions, and because of the circumstances.
That's season 2.
Oh.
Season 1, she's kind of just like, she's good the whole time. Like, she's never, Queen Maeve is never really bad.
Yeah, no.
She's just like, she's gotten hardened during her tenure. Like, it used to be like, I wanted to be the best superhero.
Yeah.
Now she's like,
she's a cold ass beach.
Yeah, I know how this goes. Like, I can't
she's
save
like,
you,
I've run this game. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like, that scene when she's in the bathroom with Starlight, she's like, you almost,
Yeah, don't let them see you cry. Don't let them see you soft. Like, she's a
tough ass broad. Yeah. What do you think of Black Noir? They don't really show too much of Black Noir.
They don't really show too much of him. Too. And like in the first, I think like in the first season, character. You don't even know like his powers.
No.
So I mean, he's
just like a ninja.
I'm hoping. Yeah, I'm hoping he like.
I hope they do a backstory on him. I want to know more about him. Yeah. He's like mysterious.
I think he'll play a big part in future seasons, but in season 1 he's more.
I feel like he's like Batman with superpowers and super strength and.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think he's Batman. Batman's pretty gangster. Black Noir is, you don't know yet. He could be a Huey with skills,
so maybe he's like more like what?
This is how I can say he doesn't play the politics in the 7.
Yeah.
It's like I go do my missions, I go home, and even Homelander says it in one of the episodes. He's like, "Oh yeah, all of you guys suck. Black Noir, you've been doing good." You know, like he kind of just does his own thing. He doesn't even speak.
No.
So
the other ones have like a lot of complexes. It seems like Black Noir is just like.
Yeah, I mean, there might be a reason why he doesn't, and we don't know.
We might find some freaky things about him.
Imagine he murks Homelander one day, just like.
Imagine he's stronger than him?
Yeah, see, that would be pretty amazing.
That would be cool. Like, maybe Homelander's scared of Black Noir.
Make Black Noir stronger than Homelander. Maybe he's controlling Homelander.
Yes. Oh my god. Alright, so the Deep.
He's my favorite superhero.
The Deep?
He's so funny.
The Deep is like the weakest superhero. He controls fish. He controls fish. Alright, let's see. He's no Jason Momoa, that's for sure.
No, that whole idea of like, Aquaman being weak and like pathetic. He's like
everybody
the
makes
mascot.
fun of
like
him.
yeah, like that. I wish they went
I
more
like it.
in of making fun of him. Like I really wish they went more in. Like
What
that
is
would
wrong
make
with you,
life
babe?
so. No, like it's
Mom,
funny. Like
what is wrong with you?
That would,
He loves when people get hurt and when people get made fun of.
no, yeah. I mean, no, I mean.
You would be Homelander.
Whoa. Whoa! I already said I'm a Huey, but I love the Deep. Like he does messed up things at the very beginning, and like you first meet the Deep, and you're like, oh, this guy's an asshole. Like,
Yeah, well,
like what he does, like I
forces
mean,
Starlight to give him a
like I
a
mean,
blowjob, right?
yeah, it's adult content, but
yeah.
it's like afterwards you're like, oh, the Deep, like he's such an ass, like yeah, he's a bad person. Then all of a sudden you find out like, and he calls himself number 2. I love that. He's like, you know, it's Homelander than me, like I'm the second strongest.
Starlight.
Then it's like he's afraid of everyone. Like he can't fight, he can't do nothing. Like he's like
so afraid because it's like he's out of the water. What is he gonna do? Like have giant Shamu like come out of the water?
He's the
fight
Huey
Homelander?
of superheroes.
Yeah.
So
and
I love him.
If you like, I feel like like after that, when you find out like he's actually like everybody's just like takes him as a joke, it's just like you start to feel a little bad for him.
He's like, he has a big heart though. Like the one thing you can say besides what he does to women, because he treats women bad, and you see why in season 2.
Yeah.
But he's always trying to save like animals, like the sea animals.
Yeah, he
and
loves
it
animals.
always goes wrong.
That's
like,
women
like,
good to animals.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for the animals he helps. Like he always screws up. Like he tries to save a dolphin. Is that season 1 when he tries to save the dolphin?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, like he tries to save a dolphin, gets in a car crash, and the dolphin gets ran over.
Yeah.
He's just bad. Like anytime he tries to do something good,
yeah,
it's just
bad. Things
bad.
arise.
Like he's
He's not to be
Oh,
in the, he's not
man.
meant to be in the 7.
that would be the Josh. That would be our friend.
Yes.
The Deep. Yeah.
All right. So what about what do you think of Starlight? So Starlight is the new superhero that gets on board right in the beginning. She's chosen. So it's kind of almost like she auditions, like you know on MTV, like they audition, they send their tapes in. That's what Starlight does. I don't really understand her powers too much. Like
I mean, she has basic superhero powers, like strong.
Yeah.
She's like Queen Maeve with light, like not lightning,
like
but,
extra
like,
power.
It's like she could blind people with her light. Like I think it's almost like she controls electricity, but not there yet. She doesn't shoot electricity, but she can make like big flashes and blow people away with like just power, like that comes from her. Like she generates power basically.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Like a extra large like battery.
She's like the innocent, sweet, like
she's like the Southern Belle.
Yeah, she's like the Southern Belle. She's so cute and sweet, and then she like goes right into the first day, and
yeah, and then she
the Deep is the total.
The Deep takes advantage.
Yeah, he takes advantage.
Yeah, but I mean, she's I like her, and I like her story arc is almost like dealing with all the things she was raised with, but also like having a relationship with a normal human, you know,
right?
Like, Huey.
Yeah, she's definitely one of the more humble characters, and that's also like why I love the series so much, because they show so many different heroes, and all of the heroes have their own like pros and cons, and all of them have their own like I want to say like they show different human nature in all of them, you know.
That's true. Yeah,
they showed like different situations in every single one. Like the Deep, you find out like he's
in season 2 they explain why he does.
Yeah, you see like you get a little bit more from him. So
you start to hear the backstories of everyone and why they act that way.
Like when you see the backstories of people, you start to like relate to them, and then you start feeling like bad for them.
You relate to Homelander?
No, I don't relate to Homelander at all.
But
you do.
No.
You laugh when people are in pain. But yeah, she's like basically the Southern Belle, like the good, I would say the wholesome, good character of the show.
I feel like in the show, season 1, she's still very, you could tell she's green. She's very new to the scene and everything. And then as the show progresses, you could already start to see her mentality change. And like, you could see her toughen up, where at the beginning she's crying every day and like, I can't do this. This is, the Deep is
like starting a
harassing
new job.
me. And then all of a sudden, like, by the end of season 1, she's like, come on, son, I'll slap you.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like if the Deep
like,
said something to her at the end of season 1.
What are you going to do with those dolphins? You know, like, I'll blind you.
Yeah, come on, Deep.
I'll throw you down the...
Come on, bro.
So let's talk about Translucent. He meets his demise very, very quickly.
Yeah, but...
He kind of deserves it, though. He's gross. He is a gross character to me. He's just like in the girl's bathroom all the time naked. The Deep and him are both gross, but he's especially gross. Just something super creepy about that.
That's like the power every teenage boy wishes they had.
He's not a teenage boy though. He's a grown man in his 40s.
Yeah.
You know, I also didn't get to see like the softer side of Translucent. I just saw like the dick side of him, you know? Like
True story.
Like I feel like in the second season they go more into, you know,
His
the
backstory.
deep and the backstory.
Translucent
But Translucent never gets a chance. He gets blown up in the worst way.
Yeah, I mean,
Death by a
anal probe.
Yeah. That's horrible. I mean, we were laughing, but it's a show. Who cares?
Yeah. I mean, I care. I mean, if you think about it, how else are you gonna kill like someone who is basically invincible?
He's like carbon skin, right?
Yeah,
He's like
they
diamond
can't
skin.
pierce his skin. They can't drown him. You can't even see him half the time. Like you have to catch him in a cage.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
don't know.
good superpower.
To be
honestly.
honest, I don't know how they found where to stick that dynamite. Like if you think about it, he's invisible. Are you just feeling around like?
That's actually true.
This is
Wow.
This
I
feels
didn't
like
even
a
think
set of
about
balls.
that.
So I mean, if we just put it 6 inches lower,
I didn't even think about that. If they find the beehole.
like we like Frenchie's out here just poking things. Like okay,
Found a hole.
we found one. Is this his
That's
mouth? I don't think so.
I can't.
Why couldn't they just put it in his mouth? Like
So it would have blew up his head.
that's what all the pervy stuff you do, my man.
Yeah. All right. Let's discuss the vigilantes. The boys.
The boys.
The boys. Huey. I mean, we kind of talked about it a little bit, but he's a little nerd,
Huey.
our little cutie, our little
Yeah,
sweet guy.
You always need like a little nice guy to balance out
Yeah.
the crazy other ones.
Yeah.
So, not that the other ones are actually crazy, mostly just the butcher, but Petit Huey is what
Yeah,
Frenchie
yeah.
calls him. Like just like a little boy. Like, you know, he's
Yeah.
even though he's a grown man, he's just like, you know, so
Yeah. He has a hard time taking action to things.
yeah, and
Then he finally gets his chance.
he probes a superhero. He handles it.
Butcher?
He's pretty ruthless
Badass.
and he's pretty gangster. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what?
He's the leader of the pack.
What makes him cool, not only him being the leader of the group, but like just how like zero F's he gives.
No.
Like he's just
He
like,
hates all soups. He doesn't care if they're
He
good.
despises them,
He doesn't
yeah.
even care. Like, he just is like, they all should die. They all
But
need to die.
as you kind of find
Within
out why
circumstance.
he's doing everything, and then at
Yeah.
the literally this end of the season, they explain everything like
Right.
of him trying to find his wife and everything. Like
Right.
that part is like, especially in season 2. I don't want to go into season 2, but I'm just like, bro. Like, enough is enough, dog. Like, you know, like, they show his wife cheats on him.
I know.
Like, you see the wife's kid,
Yeah, but I thought she gets raped by Homelander. She doesn't cheat on
they
him.
they didn't announce that.
But I think they more geared it towards rape.
She goes into the hotel.
I think that wasn't a hotel room. I think that was just the office room. Yeah, I think it's more rape, babe.
Damn, Homelander's a bad boy.
Yeah. This guy, he's like, she cheated on him.
Yeah, I
like, no, he raped her.
Wow, good thing. I
Yeah.
mean, but long story short is what I'm saying. Like, this guy, like, I wouldn't want to be friends with him. Like, you know, like, if I got murked by a superhero and you spent your next, like, 10 years giving up everything, trying to search, hunt me down, no evidence, no nothing, like, yo, bro, I'm dead. Like, go enjoy life, you know? Like,
Yeah, I like the Butcher a lot.
he's cool. He's cool people.
My favorite, Frenchie.
Oh, Frenchie.
Oh, Frenchie. That voice, that accent.
Yeah. He's pretty cool also. Like, he's just,
He's a sexy character. Sorry, babes.
yeah, no, that's cool. Like, he's just, his girl he gets is pretty
Yeah.
sexy also.
Yeah. He's
what's
like
her
the
name?
bad boy.
Kimmy Coco or
Yeah.
something? What's the girl's name? Like the Wolverine chick?
Kimmy.
So I forget her
Kimiyoko?
name.
Kimiyoko
Something,
or
yeah, like
something?
something like that. It starts
Oh,
with a K.
sorry,
but,
we're murdering it, but
I mean, those two, they're like a little combo. They're pretty cool. Like,
yeah, they
I
are.
mean,
She's pretty badass too. She's like a little animalistic.
she's literally Wolverine without claws.
right.
Like, she could heal. She's animalistic,
Yeah.
beast-like. So,
Yeah.
I mean, she's cool. Frenchie, he's just like the weapons expert, you know?
Right. He's like the bad guy, but he's got like a soft spot.
He's not a bad guy.
No, I mean, I'm sorry, not the bad guy. He's like a bad boy. Like a bad boy, you know?
I guess Butcher's the bad boy, I would say.
I think Frenchie's more the bad boy. Like,
I guess
he's
Frenchie
cool,
is a bad boy. Yeah, I guess
You
you're
know,
right.
he gets all the girls.
Petit Frenchie.
He doesn't want anybody, though, except for
I mean,
Kimiko.
I think he has a girl, like, before he meets Kimiko.
He does, but he's not, like, in love with her. Like, I feel like he's in love with...
The Beast.
Yeah, I feel like he's in love with her because he can, like, relate to her.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty cool. He's just an all-around cool character.
Like
and the one thing is, like, I feel like all the characters, they show, like... I don't want to say negatives, but like, oh, you got weighed down because you're family, or you're hunting this person because of this, or Huey, you're just a lame-o. And it's just like, Frenchie doesn't really have any negatives. He's pretty just badass. Like, he's pretty cool.
I feel like it's mostly in the second season they go more into his backstory, so I won't say it. But I like him because he has like a softer side to him, even though his exterior is like very hard. Like, he's a gun runner, he kills soups for a living, but at the same time he's really compassionate towards like people that he feels has misfortune, you know? Like, he understands. He's like, hey, I had like a, you know, rough past. Like, I'm gonna help you out, you know?
Yeah, the more you talk about it, the more I just sound like Frenchie, you know? Like, Huey has been eliminated. No. I am a Frenchie. And okay, hater. The last one is Mother's Milk.
Yeah.
What an amazing name.
I know. What is that? Is it because he's sucking always from the teat of his girlfriend? Like, he's, like, obsessed with his wife? Like, he does whatever his wife says?
I don't think so at all.
Why?
But, like...
I don't think that's accurate.
I don't think that is anything to do with it. So, this poor guy, if he's watching our video, he's like, damn, man.
He's pretty cool, though, too. I like him.
Yeah,
he's the level-headed character.
He's the
like, you need one of those.
Character. Yeah, for sure.
He needs to be, like...
Even Huey's more, like, unhinged than him. He's definitely...
He's like, I want to live.
He has, like, a lot of... combat skills, like on the field skills, like you know, Frenchie's all about weapons. Mother's Milk is like combative. He has like military training.
Right.
The Butcher's the leader.
I think he's just a psycho.
Huey's just like the wild card.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what are we gonna do? And Huey's just like, oh, in my
Huey
nerd
has good
life,
ideas.
Yeah, being a nerd for 10 years has taught me how to plug this up. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, that's the boys. Oh, and also Kimiko
Yeah.
She's cool, and she's like
really
a soup
awesome.
that joins the team, and
right.
I love her. She might be my favorite superhero. Like,
right, yeah, she's like I like her.
Gangster.
She is gangster.
Like, and she doesn't speak English, or I don't think she speaks at all, to be honest. But yeah, she's pretty cool. So.
All right, so who's your favorite character?
Probably Frenchie. I love Frenchie. He's just so cool.
Really?
Yeah, because you know when you see yourself in someone, like you just relate so much. You're like, oh, I would do the same thing. I don't know. I guess I would say like I like Frenchie the most, but you know, I really do like Starlight, and also the Deep is just funny, man. The Deep is funny what laughing at, but yeah, I wouldn't say he's my favorite character. So probably Frenchie.
Yeah, I probably would actually agree with him. I really, really like Frenchie. I think he's like really funny.
Yeah. And
I actually really like Huey. I think he's like hysterical. Like, I think he's funny, but like
you relate to Huey, you know?
As far as like the heroes, I mean, I like Starlight because like I feel like she's the good hero, but
you know what it is.
She's
though,
not the
like,
most interesting
in
character.
This show, they make the real heroes the normal people,
right?
So we're like thinking who's our favorite characters. Both of us automatically go straight to like, you know, some of the good guys, like like Frenchie or Huey or Starlight.
Yeah.
Like, none of us are like Homelander, and like I literally chose the Deep because he's like basically innocent.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't do anything bad besides with women. No. Besides with women, but he's not out here like murdering everyone. It's like he's like the loser superhero, like, you know, you laugh at, you know, like.
Do you relate to him the most? Is that why you like him so much?
No.
So some of the key scenes in here I just wanted to discuss because they have some really amazing scenes. Besides the scene where Robin gets completely splat. One of the first scenes when you realize Homelander is bad is when he burns down that plane with the guy and his daughter.
That's probably son. Yeah.
Oh, it's his son?
That's
when
probably my like most
like
favorite scene of the show. Like for the whole first season, that scene alone is probably the coolest scene.
How many scenes was it? That was like 2 episodes.
That was in the first episode. That was just like mind blowing. Like, you know, like you already know all the other heroes are kind of bad and they have like really dark past or like they're doing dark things, and you're like, oh, Homelander's the only good one, I guess. And then he's the most evil one. That like show, like he just blows up. Like the kid looks up and waves. He's like, Homelander, and Homelander's like, I'm gonna kill you. You're done.
That was an amazing scene, and just like I feel like in the beginning, like Butcher brings Huey into the bar, right? And he kind of shows them like the supes are having sex, they're doing drugs. You just realize like, okay, these superheroes are not as good as they seem. They have a lot of issues. They're very, very corrupt. And then just when you think like Homelander is good, then you see him like take down the plane. You're like, wow, he is really bad character.
Yeah, 100% my favorite scene of the show. Yeah, that's like the only time I liked Homelander. When I was like, oh.
Yeah, and you start to hate Homelander, but at the same time, he's like, he makes everything so interesting.
But it's crazy. Like, the lead hero is the main villain. That's like, what a twist.
That is amazing, honestly. And that's like the coolest part. The only thing.
Who needs supervillains when you have Homelander?
Yes, the only thing that I wish is that I feel like, throughout the season, it's kind of like a repetition of like kind of the same thing. Like, I feel like people lie to Homelander, and then Homelander finds out, kills him.
Insane.
People lie to him again. He finds out, kills them. So I feel like it's very decisions. Yeah. I feel like he's very impressionable, but at the same time, like he listens to like people even though he knows it's lies. And then when he finds the lie, he just like kills them off. And I feel like this happens like all the time. So I honestly can say like that part of the show.
He's so unstable.
Like he's unstable, but it's like I can predict his behavior. It's like I know this character's gonna lie to him, and I know later on they're gonna die. You know?
He's just he's definitely unstable because you don't. Like, you're saying he's so predictable, but it's like at the end of the day, like...
He's not predictable to the characters, but to me, when I watch the show, it's like, I feel like I know someone's going to lie to him because they're so scared of him. And then he's going to find out eventually and kill them off.
Yeah. That's like giving, like, unstable person power. Like, you just... Yeah. You can't tell them anything they don't want to hear. You're just going to...
Yeah. Which is great in Season 2. I won't give you guys anything in Season 2, but they do explain his background, which is... and more in depth. Also, when Homelander is like weirdly attracted to the head of Bot Industries.
Yeah, that's weird. I still don't understand that.
I don't understand. It's like some weird sexual like mother thing with him, right? Like it's sexual.
Yeah, no,
100%,
it's real.
Right?
It's definitely sexual.
I understand.
Sex,
okay,
like...
when you watch the second season, you'll understand why he's like that.
Yo, you know what?
He should be called Mother's Milk.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, we got the names confused.
He should be called Mother's Milk.
Why is our main superhero called Mother's Milk?
I don't know.
He drank milk to get big and strong. Meanwhile, he's just out here, like, looking at women lactate and, like, getting turned on. Like,
I know, he's gross.
I guess everyone has fetishes, so...
Yeah.
His is milk.
Yeah. And I also like how towards the end you kind of like realize that like Homelander keeps getting pushed and pushed and pushed, and then he kind of finally breaks at the end, right?
He snaps, but he's just snapping the whole season. Like, he just does what he wants.
But he kills the lady at the end. He was like, he had enough. Like, he's not playing into like the industry. He's like, I am the industry. I am the company.
Yeah.
You know, like I can do whatever I want. Otherwise, you guys are all gonna die.
He has way too much power.
Yeah.
Someone needs to find kryptonite or something. Like...
What I don't understand, too, is, like, why doesn't he ever kill the Butcher? You know? Like, the Butcher has done so much damage to him, and yet he still doesn't kill him. Like, he just,
has
like...
the Butcher done damage to him? If you think about it, like, the Butcher spends his whole life trying to find Homelander, and not once has he ever done anything.
But I feel like this guy, right? Like, Homelander's so easy to kill people.
I mean, if you think about it, and showing the last part of the season...
Yeah.
What could hurt the Butcher the most? He was ready to die.
Yeah, he's like
he
a
was
cat
like, I'm
with a
gonna kill
mouse.
myself. Like, I don't care. I'm gonna kill myself.
He's like a cat with a mouse.
And I'm gonna kill everyone. And then it's like, oh well, maybe instead of killing you, I'm gonna make you suffer more. You're gonna stay on Earth. I'm gonna show you your wife.
That's when you know.
And
he's
I'm
more
gonna
evil.
show you that I smashed your wife.
And had a kid.
And I'm gonna show you everything you want.
And his eyes
then take it away from
you.
you.
The little kid's eyes glow like his, like little laser eyes.
You're like, that's serious, you know. So I think that's probably the reason why he didn't get killed.
Obviously, I feel like we know that later on is gonna bite Homelander in the ass.
You think? You don't know.
Who knows? You know, could be like Game of Thrones.
I didn't watch that, so I don't know.
Well, main characters die. Let's just say that.
Homelander, like,
disappointing endings.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Oh, and the one scene, I guess the last scene we'll talk about. I mean, we just talked about the last scene, but one of the last scenes too is when when Homelander and Maeve go to like save the plane, and then they just leave the people there.
That was a savage.
That was really sad.
But
that was actually a sad scene.
That was a sad scene. That was the only time, not that I related to Homelander, but I saw his way of thinking. Like, he has a set agenda, like, we're here to get into the military, this is our goal, this is what we're going to do. If we're not going to be able to save all these people, they're going to know we try to leave them. They're going to, and that's where, like, the issue with when you make a mistake, the whole world is gonna know because you're a superhero. You made a mistake. We're gonna ruin you. So like when he decides like we can't save this plane, it's over. Like we're done.
Yeah.
He could have tried to save them, but
He didn't get
in
two
his
shits.
head, it's like if I mess this up and I save one person, everyone's gonna know I messed this up. If
Yeah.
I just let you guys die, there's 130 people I have to sacrifice to meet my ultimate goal. It's like I could kind of see that. And to be honest, if you're a hero, if you have goals or something like, oh, do I save all these people or do I do the greater good? Except Homelander doesn't have a greater good.
You're an
He's just a
effing
bad-
savage, bro.
No, I'm just
You're
saying.
an effing savage,
No, I'm
bro.
just-
You're
listen.
gonna get so much hate. So much hate.
Listen. I'm not.
People are gonna wreck you in the comments.
I agree with Queen
Wreck you,
Maeve.
be like-
He should have tried to save it. All I'm saying is, if Homelander was a good guy, if he truly was a good guy, and he said, all right, I could get into the military and I will save the planet, I will actually help the Earth. It's like, okay, is this 137 people sacrifice worth getting my power into the military and actually making a big difference? Then it's kind of like, okay, is the small group worth the majority of the group, or is the majority worth the small group, you know? Where it's kind of like you have to make that decision. Unfortunately, he's just bad anyway, so it doesn't matter what he does. He's just going to screw everything up anyway. But
Right.
that was like the only time I was just like, wow, like thinking about like Queen Maeve's perspective, like, do I take Homelander's hand and let all these people die, or do I try to save them myself? But what is she really going to do?
She
Like,
can't fly, so
yeah,
she's
so
gonna
she's
die.
just gonna like grab two people, and she even said just grab these two, and like she probably could have jumped out the plane. But
Right.
it's like, wow, that's sketchy. And then like almost like it's almost in Queen Maeve's perspective also, where it's just like, do I take these two and like jump out the plane with them? But then it's like, you know, Homelander's
Well,
gonna
they
kill
wouldn't
them
survive.
regardless.
Yeah.
No, they probably wouldn't survive anyway.
I think
but,
she would
like,
survive. She would be like, she's
Yeah.
kind of invincible, but I feel like if
I
they
don't
fell
know,
in
it's
the war
just-
with her, they would have died.
I feel like that was the first time you saw like superheroes having to make a choice and things.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Like, and even
that's
though
true.
it should have been an easier choice, like, oh, I tried to save as many people as I could and people died, Homelander's just like, nah, you all gonna die. I'm not dealing with any of this. But
Yeah, and then he like threatens them too. He's
Yeah.
like, I'll kill you all.
But you see, once he starts doing that, it's like
Yeah.
a wrap. None of you are getting off the plane. Once he shows his evil
Yeah.
side, it's like, you know he's not going to let that off the plane.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised the way Homelander thinks. He didn't go back to the crash scene and make sure no one's floating around like, hey, I'm still alive
I
over
know.
here.
Like
And
I
he's
thought
just
he was
like-
gonna be able to be like Superman and try to like lift up the plane. And he's
Yeah.
like, "What am I gonna stand on?" I was like, "Oh, that's a good point." like,
Damn
what?
it.
What is he gonna stand on?
Homelander, this isn't how you do things. You just float. Like,
This is not the Marvel universe.
yeah, like, it's crazy. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Wowzers.
Yeah, I was thought he was gonna like pick up the plane or some
Just
shit.
like jump on his back
I
as
know.
he
I
leaves.
thought
Like,
he was so
"Save me."
strong.
I mean, he is strong, but I guess he's right. What is he? Because he explains, like, he has to jump off the ground to push it, but if he gets that much force, he's just going to go right through the plane.
Yeah. You know what I just didn't like? That he just didn't even try. At least if the plane crashed and he tried and people all died, I feel like that would have been better than him just being like, well,
If he would have done that, the heroes weren't even supposed to be there. If he would have went up and tried to save the plane and put a hole through it himself, they would have got, that's it. He would have got into so much trouble because he shouldn't have been there. And he's the reason that...
but isn't that the whole point of being a hero? Not in this series.
No, it's not. Not in this series. Like, but all right, if he did that and he failed, he put a hole in the plane. They're saying he's the reason the plane blew up and all those people died. Now what?
Okay, but he should have tried. That's
And
what I'm
if you
saying.
fail-
Out of moral reasons. I'm not saying like I'm saying out of moral reasons.
Now
Okay.
you said if he fails, what is he gonna do? Suffer the consequences.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so you agree with Homelander. I agree with
No,
Queen
I
Maeve.
don't. I don't.
You would have saved them, right?
He's obviously Team Homelander, guys. And obviously
Yeah.
Team Queen Maeve.
I-
I'm the better one. I'm the nicer person. So
Everyone's just gonna be like,
I'm going up there. He's going down there.
everyone's just gonna be like, Julie's a clown. Like, Anthony actually makes sense.
No, you're gonna get so much hate, bro. Sorry.
Guys, listen, I would have tried to save it, but I'm just saying, like, I understand the argument. Julie's just like, they're all bad.
All right, guys. So I think that's basically we discussed like the main scenes, and yeah, I guess we can give our overall like recaps of what we think of the.
Well, I had a few questions I wanted to ask also.
Oh, okay,
Clown.
okay.
They're all bad. I love you. Alright, out of all the powers, which one would you want? Basically, we have Queen Maeve, we have Homelander, Starlight, the Deep. You want that deep power.
No, I don't.
That'd be pretty cool though, to talk to animals, just have a lot more friends. You don't really know what Black Noir's power is, but I guess like
Yeah, he's pretty cool. I like the animalistic.
Wolverine girl.
Yeah, she's pretty cool, and I actually like the invisibility thing, and I like that he has like impenetrable
Super
skin. That's
That
pretty
makes
cool.
that
He seemed
so
like he
much
had
better.
super strength too. Not like super strength, but he seemed like he was pretty strong.
Yeah,
Like, he was tossing people
Yeah,
around.
I think he actually
More-
was like
more in
strength.
human
Yeah,
strength,
he
right?
definitely had like power abilities. Like also,
Yeah.
I think now
like
that you mentioned
Translucent.
that, I was gonna say A-Train. Like I like speed, but you're right. Like he's invisible, he has superpower, and he has impenetrable skin.
Yeah.
So not only do you not know where he is, but you can't even shoot at him. Like
Yeah.
what are you gonna do, bro?
I mean, they
Like,
got very creative with killing him, but he's
think
pretty
that
much
was just,
before
like-
he was like invincible, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he just got really sloppy, thinking he was just gonna get into a fist fight, and that's why he got caught, and that's why
Yeah.
he got. Like,
You think
bro,
he could get worked by a Homelander with the laser eyes,
Oh hell
or
yeah!
no?
Hell yeah! I think Homelander could probably rip him in half.
Really?
I
He
think
supposed
so.
to has like diamond skin though. If you have like diamond skin, aren't diamonds like resistant to heat?
I don't
know the science
I don't know
behind it,
like
but-
science, but like I'm pretty sure Homelander could just like drop him in lava
Melt him?
or something, or like
That's true. He has like all the powers. He's basically Superman. Superman's like the most powerful
who could beat
character.
up Superman?
No one.
Kryptonite, but there's no kryptonite for
Right.
Homelander.
It's basically like two Supermans though.
No, but kryptonite is like that green stuff that's like
Yeah, it's like the
meant to be-
rock, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Homelander doesn't have one.
Yeah.
You know, Homelander doesn't. We don't know his weakness. Like
We don't, but maybe they will expose that in later on in seasons. He's gonna have a weakness.
Black Noir controls him.
That's actually a really good conspiracy theory.
Like Black Noir is in control of everything. That's why he never talks.
Alright, what other question do you have?
Would you rather be part of the boys or part of the Seven? And obviously, you being part of the Seven gives you a superpower, but you being part of the boys, you're part of the boys.
I think I'd rather be part of the boys. I couldn't fit into that superpower. I wouldn't, you guys, I'm like so weak. I would be like, please don't hurt me. Like,
You'd be the deep.
no, I wouldn't be the deep. I would have a cooler power, but I don't think I could take like the stress of like knowing that Homelander's like gonna kill me. Like,
That-
could
yeah,
kill
that
me.
would
Like, I
suck.
can't live with that pressure. Like, I'd rather be a normal person than to like feel like someone has control over my life and they're like watching my every move and they could kill all my family members. No thanks.
I think I would go with the Seven and just have the riches and stuff. Like I would do it like Black Noir style though, like just very hidden. No one knows who I am, just so I could like enjoy life without all the craziness when I don't want it.
Right, just like ignore everybody and
Yeah, like
I feel like
that's
you
why
wouldn't do anything bad
translucent would
anyway.
be dope. Like if I'm like, oh, everyone wants to see me, invisible.
yeah.
You know, that would be my thing. Oh, all right. So my last question, you kind of just already dated this. Like one of the big scenes or one of the big like topics in the show is heroes dating humans. As a hero or a human, do you see yourself like dating? Or I guess you chose human. So would you ever date a hero?
I think I would date a hero, but at the same time, I think I would be a little afraid because as you guys saw in one of
Sketchy.
the scenes where, you know, she like breaks his face with
Which
her-
one? Oh, Pop Claw.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's like
She
during
kinda
a
just, like, breaks his
sexual
face
interaction.
encounter, yeah. She literally just breaks his
Wow,
face,
I
like
forgot
smushes his
about
face.
that. Death by Snoo Snoo.
Death by Snoo
Death by
Snoo.
Snoo Snoo. I guess he went out
Yeah.
happy, bro.
I feel like
you
that's
know.
happened to a couple of them though. Like they've killed people on mistake.
Yeah, and is this is still in season 1 when they go to like the AA meeting almost where they're talking about like
Yes.
encounters, and the one dude like he dated like snapped his off dating like a ice
Snaps
woman.
his little wee wee off.
Yeah, like they were having
She
sex and
froze.
she froze during climax and see ya.
See you, bye, broken up.
That's not worth it at
That's
all.
so
Like, oh
effed
my
up.
gosh.
See? Guys, it depends what superpower they have, right?
Yeah. I don't
I'm
think
invisible,
I would
it's like, who
date a
cares?
superhero though. Like, you know, it's just
You would date me
It's
if I
just-
was invisible.
I don't know, it's just so risky. Like you make one enemy, I'm dead.
That's true.
They're not coming after the invisible person. They're coming after me, like Huey. Like, like oh,
Huey.
who are we gonna kill?
Why'd you
easier?
say like Huey?
I don't know. Like,
You know, like Stewie, Cool Whip.
Cool Whip. Huey.
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 What is wrong with you?
How do you say it?
Huey. He's like Huey.
Maybe I'm putting more emphasis on it because it's like
Huey.
Petit Huey. Petit Huey.
Oh, you're saying it like Frenchie?
I don't know. But yeah, no, I mean, that's all the questions. Like, I mean, we really touched on a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Alright guys, so overall this TV series is definitely Muff approved.
Muff.
We loved it. We thought it was a very, very dark twist on superheroes. And I really like storylines and how many storylines it has and the different backgrounds of all the characters. And overall, it's just a really good series. So.
Yeah, and it's a quick first season, so you could definitely binge.
Right, you could binge watch it
binge
too.
It in a week or something.
Yeah.
Did we mention it's on Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
And the best part is season 2 is already out, so.
I know, you can already watch season.
Both.
Yeah, you can watch season 2, so.
Maybe we should do a review on season 2.
Yeah. Comment down below, guys. Let us know if you want us to do a review on season 2. We'll probably do it anyways, but let us know if you want us to review any other movies or series. If we do series, though, that usually takes a lot longer to do because we have to watch all the episodes. But we hope you guys liked our review, and we hope to see you guys on the next one. Please comment, subscribe, put that notification bell on, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye!